So welcome back to another week. I hope you enjoyed your Sunday watching my previous video on the bale squeeze. This happened as well as bringing the sides back. So I'm going to use that as the mezzanine floor because Mr. Tom Lee did me quite a good deal on that one. It was left over from a job, so I've got that to use, which will be good. And then the spreader sides, of course. I need to get the spreader back, but I might start doing that this week. And I've also thought I can use the big box I've got on top of the container out there as the legs. Save buying some more. Well, I'll probably have to buy some more, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's see how we get on with that. Oh, this bandsaw takes forever. That's the offcut. I've got most of the, well, all of the legs. That's all the top pieces. What I'm doing here is just working out the spacing. So I think I'm going to have like 4 bays, as it were. And it just so happens that it works out perfectly that you can fit 3 Tesco's crate things in between them, so that'll work out perfectly, I think. And then what I'll do is probably so this will be, yeah, so this is the table, the legs going down, and then the flat top will be there. I'll probably weld the flat top up, then start putting some of the legs in. I suppose what I could do is have the back just bolted to the wall without any legs on, but then I don't know, I'm going to bolt it to the wall and then bolt the legs to the floor. So I'm going to put a piece of angle iron on the bottom and then a big thunderbolt down through those. But yeah, it's just taking forever with that bandsaw. It's so slow. Right, so that's all those ground off, ready to go. Next job will be just weld it all together. Like I said, I'm going to weld the top bit on and then weld the legs on after, bolt it to the wall. And then I'll have to order a plate of 1500 by, I think it's 3. Might see if they'll shear it in half, so then that'll just fit straight on there, save me cutting it. But yeah, weldage. So that's that all tacked together. What I'll do now is just fully weld it and then probably bring you back when I want to start putting the legs in. Not bad for an amateur. So I need to dry fit my new pin into that, because next door have a van they want moving. So I'm just going to put it in literally to do one thing, and then I'll show you it properly because I've got to get on. This was moments away from ending up in the scrap bin. So I've achieved absolutely nothing. On the bench, I have the start of what I'm going to do as the second tier of the workbench. And then I'm going to have, that'll be 40 by 40 box. And then I'm going to have 25 by 25 in the middle of each bay. So you'd have one there, and then one there, going across, and then 40 going across where the legs are, and then hopefully make it down the end of here. It does a lot with wood, so I'm hopefully thinking of just putting a wood, you know, wood base on that. And then Hotworks, hopefully by the end of the week they'll have the top in, which will be a sheet of 3 metre by 1.5, and I'll shear that in two, and that'll be the top. And then as you saw, I went to screw fix and picked up the anchor bolts to the floor. Yeah, that'll be about it. I'm going to cut that angle line into little bits and put them on the legs, and then a couple on straight through the bar at the back into the wall, so it's all anchored in nicely because I'll be hanging off it when I'm using the vise. So that's what I'm doing today. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I'm going to head off to the unit and carry on welding the bench. It's taken a very long time because the bandsaw's so slow, and it is only me on my own all the time. I have often thought whether I should employ someone or ask somebody for some help, but people cost money, so I'll just do it myself. So yes, that is today's plan. Hopefully the majority of it will be finished today, and then I can get the top plate on. I think it was Friday they said it was coming in, so put that one on. Currently thinking of ways I can join the bits of RSJ together for the mezzanine floor. I've got ideas, but let's head over to the whiteboard if I can find my marker pens, and we'll have a look. So let's go there now. Right, so we're here. I've got my microphone on because I have discovered that when I'm behind the camera, the sound is awful. When I'm in front of it, it's fine. So I put the microphone on for this. As I was saying, the mezzanine floor. So I have a couple options. Well, I'll do it down here to start with, so you can see it. I've got my bit of rectangle box like that, and then obviously I'll have an RSJ going this way, RSJ going that way. What I'm thinking is make an L plate, bit of plate like that, with bolt holes there, probably 4. Extend that a bit, edit that out, there, like that. So then my RSJ will sit on top of it. But what I want to do is have them overlap, so that one ends there, and then have a plate with bolt holes on the end, and then the other one comes across there. weld a plate on this side. Thank you. So they bolt in together like that, and then so the join is sat on the bit of plate on top of the bit of box. There is a crow in the corner which I'm going to throw a hammer at in a minute. But yeah, so that's one of my ideas. There's a whole gaggle of them now, the bastards. Yeah, so that's my initial idea. So then you have your this will be from the side, you'll have your plate up the top with the RSJs on, and then the post coming down. Because it's rectangle, it makes it a little bit difficult, but I'd imagine it'll be fine. Let me know in the comments what you think, and subscribe. Very important, that. Go on, down you go. So that is basically what that is going to be, pretty much. It'll just be a little shelf halfway down. It's actually quite a good height there. I might use that as the height. And then I might get like a plywood base on there. But also, I want to put some of this, which is 25 by 25, in the middle between there and there, just to sort of yeah, anyway, you get the gist, just in there to sort of give it a bit of extra support. It's coming on nicely, I think. Coming on very well. There's my giant ladder built now. So what I'll do is probably rest something on top of that, because it's ever so slightly warped from welding. And get that one in place like it was earlier, and then tack it in. Yeah, and then possibly think about going up and measuring up all the wood. I think what I'll also do is drill the anchor holes through the metal where I want them, and then weld on the bits of angle, go from there, I think. Wow, I've been watching some YouTube or TikToks, and some people have suggested that if you heat like either side of the weld where the bend is, it will, you heat it up so much that it's glowing, leave it cool down, and it will contract again, which is, it's pretty much simple science, isn't it? But I gave that a go, and it's pretty much worked. That's quite pleased with that. I shall remember that tip. Yeah, a little tip for you welding boys: if you've got gas and you've bowed something with weld in it, give a little heat the other side, either side where the weld would be, and it pulls it back perfect. So now that's on its side, what I think I'll do, start drilling the holes for the wall mounts, and then when I flip it the other way, I can drill the other side and put the bits of angle on, because they'll be on these ones. So yeah, I'll get to doing that. God, it looks good, doesn't it? Ugh. So there it is. It was rather heavy getting in. I welded those tabs on down there, look, just to, so I can anchor it to the floor, and then 2 holes there to anchor it that way, and then there, anchor it that way, so it shouldn't go nowhere. I'll probably put my vise here, and what I'll most likely do is try and drill down through here, and then have another one across there, just to stop it tipping. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I fits in there quite nicely. I did go and see matey about the wooden bit, but he wasn't in this afternoon. And I reckon hopefully the steel top will be in tomorrow, Friday maybe. So might even be done by the weekend. Bloody hell, isn't that nice? It is nice just to stand back sometimes and look at something you've built. It fits in there just wonderfully, and it does help that the previous tenant had this bale power floated concrete, so it's real nice and level and smooth. It would be nice if the rest of it was like that, but can't have everything. So it's Thursday morning. It's quite chilly, but it's not raining, which is good. It's actually all right weather at the moment for a change, which is nice. I'm having a diesel delivery at some point today from Winston's. So what I'm going to do is pump as much as I can into that one, because if you remember there was only, there was 500 litres and then whatever's left in there now. Matey came around yesterday and measured up for the wood, so that might be here today. The top might be in today, might be tomorrow, I don't know. I had to look around his unit while I was there as well, and he's in Hayes Machinery's old showroom where all the offices are. So his mezzanine is all the old offices in there, and that's given me quite a bit of inspiration for my bit going in there. So, and I know Michael from GCS Machinery has been watching these videos, which it's like royalty watching my YouTube videos. And I'm very jealous of how his workshop is all laid out, and part store's quite nice, his hydraulic pipe room's very nice, and big yard. Very, very jealous, but I shall get that bit looking fairly similar, hopefully, and the rest of it won't look like such a mess. But yeah, let's get to doing what I just said I was going to do. Loses prime after a while because it's quite old. I only got that from 100 quid on a building site. I do have a proper fuel station that I want to put in at some point with a meter on it and everything, but so I'll have to prime that. And how I do that is get the end of the nozzle, put some diesel down in the nozzle with it open, and then somehow it primes it. Okay, so I've got my new pump into the old tank. Let's see how we get on with that. Okay, well, it's going. There's nothing coming out. Might have helped having the things the right way around. It could just be that the tank's really empty, but I thought there was something left in it. the audio might sound a little bit weird for this bit, but Ant out there is playing his divorced dad rock quite loudly, so I might have to just vocal isolate this bit. But anyway, I have another squeeze to put through the workshop. This is a Slutek, this one. I bought it in a farm sale, dispersal sale. What I've got to do to this one is sort something out that will hold the tubes on, because that's, yeah, I don't know why that's missing, but it is. And then put some caps on the end of the tubes. Then the pins have been welded in, so I'll just zip down that, see if I can get the pins out and put some proper bolts in. I might replace the pipes, I don't know. Annoyingly, looks like a bird's shat welding over there. Somebody is interested in this one, so I might have to change the brackets, but I shall leave that probably till last, just in case, because I did buy it for myself. What's going on out there? I did buy it for myself, so I was going to put Euro 8 brackets on so I can have the adapter for that one, and then if I ever did want to sell it, it's got Euro 8 brackets on it, which is easier to sell. So yeah, I'll get to grinding those welds, holding the pins in, and see if they'll come out. They will come out. Just the weight of the frame's rested on it as well. That's an exploded bale squeeze. So I have discovered a thing. Cut this off, and matey before was obviously trying to drill and tap the hole, and he snapped his tap in there. That was sat on there like that, and then there's a washer that sits in there. So yeah, I think what I'll do is make a new plate and basically put it back to how it was. The other one's the same, so I'm wondering if there's another tap in there as well. That's a bit of a bugger, isn't it? Okay, so that's all in bits there. Drilled these out to take an M12 bolt rather than a, what was it, M8 I think it was, or yeah, M8, and they sit there nicely. Shine the pins up so they'll go in and out fine. Cut one of these stupid little things off that Farmer before put on. That thing there, I don't know what the hell it was welded on with, but it was hard work getting it off. And then my plan is, there was a plate like this before with a nut, if you remember. Cut that off, and there was a tapped hole in there, but I've drilled that out a bit bigger. Put that in there, and then I think I'll have to have sort of a backing washer like that. And then I've ordered some M12 B60 by 5mm I think it is. So we'll just use this as an example. That'll sit in there like that, and then the bolt go down in like that. So obviously being a 60mm, it'll stick out a bit further into that, which is how it was originally, before it got ripped off or whatever. But yeah, that's how they were before, effectively. And then still need to weld the cap on a tube. And that was what was sticking out of it. It looks like a punch or the start of a die or something. I don't know, but yeah, I think I'm gonna call that a day now, because it is absolutely Baltic in here. I've been speaking to Matey about this one again, so I've come up with a different plan. Instead of having 2 bits of RSJ, Matey said, so this will be a side view. So you've got your 2 legs, plate, and then 1 seal on top, like that. Plate, another bit of box, plate. Just have 2 like that, so then you'll have 2. This is from the top, 1 like that, 1 like that. Run the purlins, notch them in there. I'll hold all that together. If I need to, I can probably run a bit of box with 2 plates on the end just to stop it wibbling. And then I'm either going to put the stairs, have like a doorway here, and have, nope, not that way, go with the purlins, he said. Yeah, so have it go that way, and then that'll be a landing, and the door will be, yeah, well the door will be there, but the stairs will start sort of there, landing, and then office I'll be in here like that. Me. And then, yeah, then just build a box on top of it instead of doing it like that, because now I come to think of it, it does seem a bit overkill, but this will be what we've got to sort of do. Don't know when I'll start on that, maybe tomorrow, because I don't really know what else I can do this week, because I've got to wait for those washers to come in. I suppose there's steel tops coming for the bench and the bit of wood. Yeah, I don't know, I'm sure I'll find something to do anyway, but that is it for Thursday. So, Friday morning, Friday the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day, all you lovely people. Don't really know what to do today. I think I might cut the RSJs to length for Mezzanine. Yeah, and then I'm just waiting on other people to do their bits and pieces, really, I think. I'm getting a bit sick and tired of looking at that mess over there. There's not much I can do about it yet. Anyway, yeah, I'll get those in, maybe, cut them up, get this outside, and cut those. Might have an early finish, go do a bit of editing, put my slippers on, my duvet on, do some editing, maybe watch some other YouTubers. Who knows? Who knows? Ta-da! God, it is cold today. Ooh. So that's those in there, mate. He came in, whipped them up. Took him literally about, I don't know, 10 minutes, not even that. Put them in, we've got them. That seam has landed right on a joint underneath as well, which is good. Yeah, 18 mil shuttering, I think they call it. I don't know anything about wood. No idea about wood at all, but yeah, he come in, knocked them up. So that's good. I'll probably have to take them out again to put the top in and drill all the holes and everything. And I probably will paint it. I'm thinking paint it John Deere green, because that's just the best colour there is. And then drill some holes, bolt it to the wall, bolt it to the floor, and then I can get some of this crap off the floor. And look at that over there. I've got I'm going to work from. It does seem everybody is taking the mick out of me for my enormous welding bench, but it works for me. Got the diesel heater on because it is minus 4,002 degrees. Oh, sorry. Yes, it's jolly cold. Put the steel in. Cut that one up in a bit. Yeah, very happy on a Friday. And so, to top off Friday, thought I'd make a trip to Sainsbury's to pick up Miss Hannah a lovely rose and some chocky and an anniversary card, because it's actually our 5th anniversary on Monday. So we don't really do Valentine's Day, but I'm going to surprise her with a rose because I'm a sod like that, you see. She's probably not got me anything, but I don't mind. And then yeah, we'll be going out for a lovely meal on Monday. Anyway, hope you've had a good week. I shall see you again next Sunday. Thank you very much for watching.